Hey guys, today I have a matching Maytag Centennial washer and electric dryer set, and I've got this one set right now on the normal cycle doing a regular wash. Here I've just got it set to cool. Of course I go through and check all these knobs, run about 4 loads through it to make sure every single one of these gets checked, and all of these different cycles we run through them as well. And on this one here I've got it set cool darks, which uses both the hot and cold water valves. And then over here, we've got it set to regular soil. So what this is gonna do here is this is gonna kind of determine how long it's gonna agitate for on this particular cycle. So it doesn't really have anything to do with water usage. This thing auto senses how much water to use, and it does a really good job. Full submersion on the close. You've got the agitator in the middle, so it's not lacking on water whatsoever. You get a little spot for you to bleach. The soap, before you put your clothes in, you would just kind of put along the back side, and water actually comes out from these 3 spots right here and shoots top down, which is pretty cool. So even water distribution, full submersion, and then with the agitator, it's gonna get everything nice and clean. Now, as you can see in here, sounds great, agitating. And next I'm gonna show you that it drains the water out like it's supposed to. It's gonna add fresh water for the rinse cycle, which it'll agitate for a bit on. It'll drain that water out, and then we'll be on to the final spin cycle. So I'm gonna come back for the drain and then show you that final spin cycle, that it's nice, fast, and smooth. When it's all done, I'm gonna switch your clothes over to the dryer and show you that the dryer is working perfectly. And kind of the purpose of these videos is if you were standing here yourself checking it out, you get to know everything's working perfect on them before you get home, plug it in, or have it dropped off. That's how I like to shop and spend my money. So when I list something up for sale, that's how I list it up, with a video, so everybody's on the same page. All right, we'll let this move through the wash cycle and I'll come back. All right, moving out of the wash cycle into the rinse cycle. Here, draining the water out there. Nice and fast. And this is the faster setting here. You could go express. Regular doesn't add that much more time. But this over here would be your long duration. I know it says comforters and beddings, but if you had jeans, towels, jackets, like a pretty heavy load, you'd want to click it here on heavy duty, and this will agitate for quite a bit longer. Right there is about where it's gonna stop and switch over to the rinse cycle. So you get a pretty long duration, whereas here you can see it pretty quickly switches over. You'll get a little bit more agitation time if you click this over to heavy. Just a couple little notes on that. All right, and we are moving into the final little rinse as it spins out now. Essentially the final spin cycle. Little note on your drain: if you have a very slow moving drain, these washers with the direct drive, when they drain very fast. So you want to make sure your hose is all the way in your drain, or as it kicks in that high-speed drain, it has the tendency to throw a little water back out, which was the case on this one. All that means is it has a really good fast drain, and my hose it veers off to the side on the bottom, so it causes it to shoot back up sometimes with these little more powerful washers. But little towel on top, or they actually sell a little fitting, and they used to sell them all the time with these washers, and some of them even came with it in your instruction manual packet. It fits over your hose. So right here, if this were your drain, it fits over it, and then your hose fits into it, and it just keeps backsplash from coming out. They sell them on Amazon for like 10 bucks. Little tip there. Or you can just wrap a little towel around it, just keeps it from splashing back out. Anyway, this is the final spin cycle. Nice, fast, smooth. Sounds great. Now I'm gonna lift the lid up and show you that it is in fact spinning super fast. It's gonna put the brakes on and stop the machine because it has that safety lid switch feature, but you'll still be able to see that it's spinning nice and fast. So here we go. All right, so it puts the brakes on, comes to a stop, but as you can see, spinning nice and fast. So it's gonna get back up to speed and finish spinning out. When it's all done, we'll move those clothes over to the dryer. Alright guys, now we've got the clothes pulled out of the washer. You see that's nice and cleaned out there. Moved over to the matching electric dryer, and we've got it set time dry, high heat setting. You've got a on-off for your cycle signal, which is great. Wrinkle prevent also really cool on the sensor dry. Wrinkle prevent gives you more time to get back and fold the clothes by intermittently turning them on and allow them to go for a little bit longer, so it's pretty cool. Time dry, sensor dry, wrinkle prevent. You've got low high settings, 4 settings here for your delicate items, even if you want to go to no heat. Lint trap, you want to make sure that gets changed out before every single load. And now I'm going to show you that it is in fact heating on the inside like it's supposed to. So right in between those 2 red dots, it takes the surface temperature measurement. So it's about 71 degrees on top of the dryer here. If we shine it on the concrete floor, it's obviously much colder down there. So let's open this up. You see it's tumbling like it's supposed to. The light is nice and bright. And plenty of heat coming out of that heating element tube, which in turn is going to heat the inside of your dryer up anywhere from about 95 up to 195. Just kind of depends on what you have your heat setting at. The air circulates in here and out that vent, which is where the lint trap catches it, down and out the back side there. So heating like it's supposed to here, and as you can see in here, it sounds great. My heat just kicked on, which is kind of loud. I apologize about that. But with the vent hose hooked up on the back of the dryer, it would actually be even quieter. You wouldn't hear that blower motor running. So that's going to do it on these. Now we know everything on them works perfect. We'll go ahead and get them listed up for sale. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I do appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. Thanks and have a great day.